can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not.
Now, the good news, Coach, is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be taken very short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. "34 yards there and a first down." One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. Letting one go deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. First carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. They'll run on first down. Muhammad. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Daniels. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage. So here's 2nd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Let's get this.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Ready. 42's the mic. Watch the pass. Spot.
First down, a run with Cohen. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Check, 42's the mic. Check, 42's the mic.
On third down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. These two teams all tied after one. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Daniels. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get the edge here. Watch the twins.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, one set, go, hey, go. Right, 54. Silver. Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Operating from the gun, Daniels looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Hey, watch it, watch it. Check. Check 99.
Now a give, right side. Muhammad, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Muhammad. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Daniels. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Off the play fake. Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man on the comebacker. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check 26. Check 26.
On 1st down, Muhammad. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Right there, 54 Mike. Here we go. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. 1, 3. Check, check.
On 2nd down, Muhammad. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it fourth down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Daniels. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
From the gun, Daniels. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch.
Throwing on first down. Daniels eluding the pressure right. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First down, Packers.
Set, hut, you can't read. Mike 54. Go, go. Man, I got it.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the Bears' 17-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike, hey. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Slam, slam.
They go again with Muhammad. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Check the call, check the call. Hey. Mike 54. Mike 54. Oh, here we go. Oh, please. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
On third down, Muhammad, and he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Watch twist. Go, go. Switch, switch.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Stop Mike 42, Mike 42. Come on, D. 36, 36. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Joker, 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 joker.
Off the toss, Cohen. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Here we go, here we go. 42 the mic. All day, baby, all day. 42, go.
From the 39, Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a give, right side. Muhammad. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Jim. Rush in. Jim.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Operating from the gun. Daniels being chased out left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Then it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Cohen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
We got to step it up. Mike 27. I got him. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Hey. Mike 27.
From the gun, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Here we go, 3rd and 1 Gut check time on both sides.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got wide. Check nickel. Hey. Shit.
They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad, and the ball is knocked out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Mike 5-4. Here we go. Set.
Off-play action. Daniels rolling to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
On second down now, Muhammad. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. 54. Watch 54. I got you.
From the gun, Daniels. He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open, complete. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 54 yards.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
No. Switch.
Here's Muhammad. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Alert 3. Alert 3. 49. Check 49. Pick that.
On third down, Muhammad. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A loss of 13 yards. Brings up third down.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Green Bay, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium.